was it, Rob G? Todd McShay, who said that Moore should go back to school and not go to the Jets.
Yes, avoid the Jets at all costs.
At all costs, don't go back. And,
Hey, that's a real thing, man.
There's a big
lot
hot
of people
debate.
are saying that.
I heard Michael Kay, who has a show on ESPN in New York, and he pushed back on that, and some other people. It was a lot of local guys, especially.
Yeah.
With that, what do you think of that? Really?
That's a real thing. I mean, because you go there, for instance, Rob Parker does not like Aaron Glenn. And I was disappointed in Aaron Glenn because I thought, if nothing else, we could at least see one side of the ball defensively where you hang your hat. We saw none of that. In fact, they got worse in pretty much everything. So, including the interception, only team in NFL history, no interception. So, you're going there with a defensive coach who defensively they ain't great. Are you sitting behind Justin Fields because they got a 2-year deal with him, or are you going there? I mean, it's just a bad situation that we're then going to judge you on. Oh, you aren't good enough. You aren't doing enough. Look at him. He shouldn't have been a number 1 pick. And so I can see why he wants to put a little Eli Manning or something, put a little pressure on the Jets to trade that pick away, get a bunch of picks or something, because it's not far-fetched.
Let's update the game real quick because they just capped off. Did he make that, Rob G? Yes. Okay, he just capped off, Kelvin, a 8-minute drive, 75 yards. Dante Moore, 19-yard touchdown pass, and the extra point is good, and it's 7-7. Like this was what they needed. Dante Moore, if you watch that pass, I don't know if you saw it, Kelvin.
I'm a little behind.
Okay, Rob G, nice touch on that ball. Took a little off, lofted it up right for the receiver. That was a nice throw right there.
Oh, again, why people expect him to be the number 1 pick?
Am I right?
And that seems the conversation with both of these guys. Like, they're presumptive number 1 and number 2 if Moore comes out. We don't know if he's going to do yet.
Right.
But the conversation on both of these guys is Mendoza more polished, better in the pocket, seasoned. He's been playing for a long time. He's going to be more ready day 1. But as you saw on that drive and that throw he just made, Dante Moore's tools are so much better than Fernando Mendoza.
I'm telling you, right?
The ceiling
he just
higher.
only played 1 season,
right,
and so he doesn't have much experience at all. Hence why he threw a terrible interception on his first play of the game.
But he just redeemed
but then
himself.
He came right back,
exactly.
so you're going to get the full gamut with him.
With a really, really nice touchdown throw. Here's my thing, and Rob G, just stay on with this because you were here, and me and Chris had this conversation, Kelvin, about Joe Burrow. People were trying to talk Joe Burrow from going to Cincinnati. I don't know if you remember that. But it was this whole thing. Don't go to Cincinnati. It's a bad organization. It's a mom and pop store, Mike Brown, blah, 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 blah. And I remember, Rob G, correct me if I'm wrong, me and Chris were both like, no, if you're that guy, you go to Cincinnati and you can turn it around. You'll be the reason why it's different. And obviously he went there in his second year, took him to the Super Bowl, beat the Chiefs in Kansas City, and all that. And that's why I would say no. You can't pick your place, and you never know where you're going to go and how things work out. So I don't totally believe in that about not wanting to go somewhere. And I know it's happened. Eli Manning did it. I know it's happened. John Elway, right, didn't want to go to Baltimore.
Correct.
He was going to go play for the Yankees. You remember that? Him and Steinbrenner offered him a contract. And he wound up getting
Caleb Williams tossed it around to him and his father. He want to go play with the Bears. So, and again, the Bears is a organization.
But there's an example right there. The Bears. Caleb didn't want to go there. Quarterbacks never threw for 4,000 yards. They win the division. You know what I mean? In his second year.
But so a couple things, though, Rob. He gets perfectly aligned, goes there first year, has a horrible coach, and look at him. Wasn't the greatest. Some people were disappointed. Some people were glass half full. Some guys half empty.
Yeah, but you don't know what's going to happen.
Right, I'm agreeing with you. That's what I'm saying.
You might go to the Jets, and Aaron Glenn is bad again, and he's not the coach after year 1.
And then you get a coach that is capable like Ben Johnson. So you're right. I just am now here. The Joe Burrow one is interesting because now Joe Burrow is sitting there. I'm not happy with football. It's a lot happened to me. I'm not happy. I'm miserable.
That's different.
And now he's going through it. And now Bengals could say, hey, we signed both your boys.
We gave you what you wanted.
Signed Chase. We gave you what you wanted. We even brought Hendrickson back. So yes, the team sucked this year. You were injured this year. We can't help you being injured. You're always injured, even back in high school and college. So, yeah, the only example, another example, and you don't like it even though you lived it, was Matthew Stafford. Everybody was like, they're 0-16. Why would you want to go there? They've sucked for so many years.
I don't remember Stafford ever questioning going to the Lions. You could tell me.
No, that's my point. He said, I wanted to be there. He said, I want to be there. I want to be a part of the change. I want to go. And so Lions fans were like, wow, okay, he's not ducking and dodging. And remember, this is coming off of Eli just, 4 or 5 years early.
But he didn't win anything at Georgia. What did Matthew Stafford win in college? Like,
he was by far the number one pick.
But that's not what I just said. What did he win in college? He didn't win anything.
But wait, what is that? You're confused. What does that have to do with it?
No, I'm just saying, like, I don't want to go to a place where I can't win. You didn't win in college. You didn't win.
Eli didn't win nothing in college.
No, but I'm just saying, like, that's why I never heard.
And so far, Moore ain't won nothing yet. He might get kicked out of here.
I never heard Matthew Stafford, but I'm saying, like, what would have been his grounds of not wanting to go to the Lions? I don't remember that.
I'm the number. I lived it. I vividly remember because
I don't remember that at all.
They kept asking. Remember, they're 0-8, 0-10. 0-12. He's the number one pick. He's the number one pick. And then it started the questions. Hey, you're looking at a team that's probably going to go 0-16. This team that's not going to win a game. Why would you want to go there? Are you the number one pick? You want to go there? And during the whole draft and combine, I want to go where I want to compete. I want to be part of the change. And a lot of Lions fans, we're like, oh, he's not ducking the smoke. He's not complaining. He's not, I'm going to talk to my agent and see. He was like, I want to be there, which is why he was so indebted. Like, and obviously, you still left some on the table. You wish some things worked out better, but so he was able to get to the postseason a handful of times and make at least a competitive team for so many years. So, all right, Rob. So they're watching us right now, which means another thing they can do is what?
They can subscribe. All you got to do is hit that button, subscribe to The Odd Couple for some of the best sports talk content in the nation.
Facts. And while you're at it, they can like, they can comment, they can share. Do all that for us. We appreciate it. Just do all that right up in here.